Bango, bongo, here we go.
Yes.
Car guy, coffee. It's the late night coffee show.
We never checked. I think
What?
the mics are
we
working.
on?
I really
Can
hope
you hear
they
us?
are.
Are we on?
That's right. We're on.
Yes,
So
yes.
folks,
I
while
can
we're
hear
waiting
me
on
now.
that, we're gonna
Hold
throw.
on. Let's throw this down.
Guess what's
my
up?
mic is muted,
Hey,
so
guys.
you can go ahead and get it moving.
Move it. This one right here. That's the one we're gonna. What's up? What's up, Frelin Arts Subprime Hero? I'm here with my homie
Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
That's right.
And we are having a good time tonight. Got a lot of fun stuff going on this week, and I'm sure that you got a lot going on too.
Oh man, we have a really
welcome.
exciting
Welcome
week
to
coming
the
up.
cafe. What is it that you come to drink? Cheers to you as we get ready to begin our 30th week.
30th week, guys.
30th week
30th week
of Brewing Solutions. So honored to do it with you. Ting!
Awesomeness, man.
So honored to do it with you, my friend.
Man,
So honored to do it with you.
What a
my
blessing!
brother.
What a great time!
You guys don't know how valuable this is to me in my life, that I get to be right next to such an incredible solutionary that I don't get to say enough about. And ultimately, you all know that he's just one of a kind and an incredible man that does some great things out there for so many good people. And it's because of his heart that I get to be right here brewing solutions with, dreaming with, that I get to enjoy this ride. And we're having a good time. We're having a really great time.
Oh, dude.
And I'm having fun this week. My goodness. Guess what's going on?
I know what's going on.
We're going to be getting up early so that we can do what?
Rise and grind. That's right.
Ooh, it is going to be a fun week, Fred. There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
And guess what, folks? We are brewing solutions with the 800% Club. Man himself, the creator of the way to make sure that you rise to the occasion every day and you grind it out inside of your field. Mr. Glenn Lundy himself is going to be with us,
really
doing
cool
some
stuff.
Great stuff.
Absolutely.
Pouring out some stuff that you got to get. So get your cups ready.
Get your
Go
cups
ahead,
ready.
Empty your cup. Empty it. Get it empty. Which means just go ahead and drink up all of last week's brew of Mr. Super Bowl champ himself, David Gamble.
Oh my!
Get you some of that.
That was a really good one, guys.
That was some
David
great
Gamble.
stuff.
David Gamble for one is just.
It kind of was a good tee up for this.
I think it was a great
launch for everybody to get their head right. Right. Sometimes you got to get some mindset medicine before you really get in the field. And Coach dropped that on the mic all last week, and it was great. And right now, Glenn is really going to be telling everybody, hey, let's get going. You know what I mean? It is time to toe the line and do what it is that we do. I don't know. Maybe you can tell. I'm excited about it. Okay.
Yeah, he's real excited. So we both are. You know, it was great to have him on the show. He's definitely somebody that, you know, when you think about Car Guy podcasts, he's definitely there. He's that guy. and he does a great job. He does it because he's out there trying to uplift people. He does it because he's trying to help people. He does it and he does it well because of that. And people really actually they follow behind that because they sense that. They sense the actual realness of what he's trying to do, the passion he's putting behind it, the love he's trying to leave out there, the legacy he's trying to leave with not just us, but with with people he knows, but with his children, his 7 children, right?
7 kids. That's
wow.
Guys. Wow.
So man,
it's not too often that anybody ever really has me beat. But he's got one of those big families. I mean, there's families that are large families, and there's families that are big families. You know what I mean? And they're always moving inside of an entourage. You know what I mean? And it's a community all in itself. It's this system that is everybody's somehow working together with somebody else. It's a fun unit to watch and to be a part of. You know what I mean?
It's definitely interesting, and he's
managing it all and having rest days that are more than what most people would accomplish in months.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
He gives you an example of what hard work does. I feel like that you and I, we put a lot of hard work in. We want to see what the benefits of it is. When you sit with somebody like this who's been through it and he's done it even longer than we have, and he's seen that he's been in the trenches, so he could tell you where to go and what's the best way to, what's the best spot to be, what's, what keeps, what makes you the most success in the fastest way. And he knows how to do that. So being able to sit down and talk with him was really cool. He's definitely somebody who's very humbled. He definitely likes to pass on as much knowledge as possible. He really cares to listen. He's a great listener. He's also a great speaker. I mean, and you guys will see that in the show. Man, the answers to all the 5 questions were like smooth operator. Yeah, no doubt. No, and it was fun. It was so much fun to the point where we're rocking his shirts today.
Yeah, he knows he's got this going on. And now, of course, we are living out a dream because venturing off into let's start a podcast world. We've have people that have inspired us in so many different ways. Glenn Lundy would be one that has ignited a fire that has had such an incredible influence that it's only manifesting what seeds he already dropped into us prior to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're like a fruit that's sitting right here with him of seeds that he's planted into hearts and our thought pattern and our processes, and we've actually been able to shift and grow certain fruit that puts us right here at a place where we get to be with a great amount of people that are trying to find a way to hit that place in life where they truly break down all the barriers that stop them from being successful, and they grind out their biggest, wildest dreams. You know what I mean? And we're so pumped up about it. And so it's a great week for him, great week for us, and we all get to do it together. And we just so happen to be on our 30th episode, Rise and Grind Brew, in the Car Guy Coffee podcast. It's just awesome that it's all coming together right now at this moment in history. But I don't think anything has anything, or I don't believe there's anything that's not.
Anything doesn't have anything
by design. If that makes sense.
It's everything's meant to be, and the way you put it in there, and you know what you're going to get if you put the work in. You can really see the benefits of what doing the right thing over and over can be, because a lot of times people say, hey, I did the right thing and it didn't work out. Well, it's because you tried it once. You got to do it multiple times. And eventually you'll see that when you roll the dice with doing it the right way every time, the dice land where you want them to land more times than they don't. But if you're rolling them without doing it the right way, you're going to see that they don't. You're going to get the snake eyes. You're going to crap out every time. So it's something that you have to figure out, and something that you have to do, but it takes time. A lot of people want overnight success. People want all this stuff to happen right now. And I get it, man. So do I. I mean, I want a lot of things to happen right now, but at the same time,
you're not ready for it. Sometimes you're
not. And you don't realize it until later. Like, it's funny because getting the time that we've put in, we put some time in this job. We put some time in life now. And we're starting to see, like, man, if I would have had it, then it wouldn't have worked out for me. I would have just I wouldn't have understood how great it really was or whatnot. Right. Because you don't appreciate things when things are just handed to you, believe it or not. Whether you believe it's facts, you got to work for it. When you earn it, man, you really appreciate things. And But when you're
appreciate it differently. I think
that
you can have stuff given to
absolutely
you and you appreciate it and take care of it right. We've talked to some great solutionaries that have actually done that. They've had great opportunity given to them and they've done very great things with it. I believe it's big. The biggest condition is how you approach your commitment to make that seed grow. Whatever seed gets put in your hand, you got to make it grow.
Yeah,
no doubt. And so with that, I guess. So we got one over here. We got Joey. What's up, bro?
What's up, Joey?
Cranking out these push-ups for you. You know, making sure that
he's been doing them.
The challenge and challenging other people. We're trying to get the word out there, bro. Fred is killing it. Are you seeing what Fred's doing? You got to see what Fred's doing. He does it different on each and every one of them.
Yeah,
every single one of them.
12 different style push-ups so far. My favorite one was one I did with my skateboard, though. I did a kickflip on my first try. I rolled it out. I was like, kickflip, landed it. And I was like,
I can't compete.
Landed it. You know I couldn't believe I didn't think I was going to land it first try. And I was like, all right. So then I finished it up, did my push-ups, and they weren't easy either, but I did them, man. Today was the hardest push-ups, though, man. Today I did these things called around the world.
Popping locks.
Dude, my shoulders were popping. You'll hear it if you listen to the video. Turn it up. You'll hear them pop. That popping noise, that's my shoulders. Just so y'all know, that was my shoulders going crack, 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 crack. But I knocked them out. I did 22. I did 11 one way. I did 23. I did 11 one way and then 12 the other way because I always do one to grow on, right? They weren't easy, though. Folks, they were not easy, but try them out. If you guys are looking for something interesting to do, watch my day 12 video. It's for one. It's to spread the message out about veterans suicide, what's going on right now. It's been going on for a long time. We need to talk about it. People need to go out and speak to your friends that are veterans. See, check on them. If you know they have any symptoms of it, just give them a call. Let them know you're there for them, man. Go out to lunch, do something with them. Even just having a Zoom meeting might work out right now. You got to do something. People need communication and people need to talk about things. And it's very stressful, things that they've seen, things that they've done. So people need to understand they did it for us. They did it for our freedoms. Just be out there, man. Be a human being for one. Do that for anybody that you see out there in crisis, whether they're a veteran, whether they're a human. If there's just somebody that's out there that you see that's struggling, man, give them, put your hand on the shoulder, man. Talk to them every once in a while. You'll be surprised how far that'll go for somebody. It really will.
If you're thinking of somebody right now, you're right. You should.
Yeah,
you should reach out to them. You should do your best to at least reach in that direction, some sort of love. Be intentional about it. I promise you, if you point your prayer, you will see some incredible things happen.
No doubt.
Panic prayer is totally different, but if you get to point your prayer into doing some great stuff, your power is exponential. You'll be amazed. So
just takes one thing. You just do something. Do something. My little thing that I'm trying to do is these push-ups right now. Lou's doing the same thing, and we're doing 22 days committed, 22 push-ups at least a day. And we're doing it and we're trying to challenge other people or nominate other people to do it also. And we've had a lot of great people doing them. And I'm very ecstatic about it. I think the message is getting spread out really nicely right now. I think as many people, and I think this thing should go on for as long as it needs to be. People could, it's never going to be old. Never. So people, if you feel like, it's too late to do it.
Until it's zero.
Yeah.
Once it goes to zero, cool.
I'm not trying to get too into, but that's the thing, guys. It's just, we need to, everybody just keep doing it as long as it needs to happen. It doesn't matter if you saw this thing 3 years ago and if you've never done it, do it. If you've done it before, it has been a little while, do it again. Start a new group. If you got a whole bunch of new people that that's in your network that you could throw on, have them do it, man. Have them reach out there. I think you'd be surprised how many people out of the 22 that you asked to do it will do it. I mean, it's a good number. I'm not saying 100%, but
100% that you don't ask won't do it.
100%. Man, it's good. All right, so on to the show.
But hey, if you didn't up till today, that's cool. Go ahead. You can do it later on. But one way to move forward and to make sure that you rise above this is to apply 3 F's to your life.
That's right. I've had it up there for a minute.
Make sure that we do that. Car guys, car gals, and all you solutionaries out there, as we enjoy the rest of this late brew and tell you what's going down.
In Chinatown.
Let's get ready to fly. 1, 2, 3. Forgive, focus, fly.
That's right.
So that you can keep growing, keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Rise and grind. Hashtag rise and grind.
So it's going to be a good week, guys. Enjoy the show. It's going to be wonderful. You guys are going to hear a lot of great. The questions, when we asked the questions, he delivered on them every time, and they were great from the heart. You could tell. I think you guys are going to learn a lot about Glenn, how he operates, how he became where he's at now, what made him get to where he's at now, what drives him, his purposes, stuff like that. You guys are going to really find some pretty cool information on there. And then you're going to see, just us having a good time with him, man. He was fun. He was a very enlightening person. He's easy to talk to. I think you guys would find the same. So if you ever wanted to reach out to him, you should. And if you ever need to reach out to us, you should too, because we definitely ain't scared to talk. We're always happy to help anybody. Absolutely. If you ever have just a question you need to ask us, no doubt, send me a message. I'll reply. We can even talk on the phone. Just pick up the phone. So yeah, this week's going to be great. We got that going on. We just finished up the Super Bowl champ, Dave Gamble.
Pellegrino, much respect. Love y'all.
Yeah, man. John, man, I appreciate you too, man. Been a long time, bro. It's been it's been a grip since I've seen you, man. I'm sure you're doing. I see your pictures. You're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. I think you do a lot of my friends like their taxes and stuff like that. I think that's the case. It's weird. Yeah. It's pretty funny. That's awesome, though, man. It means you got a great rep, and that's a good thing to have. So keep working hard and doing your thing. You're rising and grinding just hard.
Nothing but awesome things about John.
Kendrick,
my man.
Kendrick Robinson, man. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Let me ask you a question, Kendrick. You have been a great supporter since day one of this. You always seem to find your way to watching one of our videos, giving us a comment, more consistent than anyone I know, and I appreciate that more than anything. And I know Lou agrees. Lou and I were talking. We agreed that we want to send you a shirt.
What size are you?
What size are you? You got to get a Car Guy Coffee shirt. We're going to send it to you. We just need you to DM us. Send us a DM, Lou or I. Send us your shirt size, the address to send it to. It'll be there within the week, my friend. We'll make sure you get it. So, Kendrick, we appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, Kendrick, you are so Car Guy Coffee approved.
You are.
You're about to be fit up, ting. Bing bong. It's exciting to always see Kendrick in there because he's always sprinkling a big pizzazz of love into the cafe, and you love it when certain people walk into a room. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Some people have different reactions. I love seeing the reactions of people like that see famous people. You know what I mean? Inside of a workplace or something. Nick Bratcher was sharing with me a comedian that is used to seeing or going to a certain coffee shop, but the different reactions of people in different colors. But one of them, some people are like, hey, others were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yo, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, it's him. Yo, what's up? And they have this big joke going. And, but the reaction of people when they do see somebody famous is awesome. You know what I mean? But seeing that inside of a coffee shop is great because it gets everybody moving and everybody's trying to be cool, carrying their coffee and get themselves ready. But they're like, who is that that's in there? You would know if you're in like a big metropolitan areas where, sometimes somebody walks in, you're like, oh, and you really don't know who that is. But I don't know. Maybe I'm the only guy that does that. How did we get to this? Well, that's Kendrick. He's a person that is somebody that you immediately know walked into the room when he jumps into the cafe, and we love him. That's why he's going to be rocking some of the gear.
It's been great. It's been great getting to know you, Kendrick. You've always been really nice. You're a very special person, and we appreciate it. So enjoy the shirt. Let us know how to send it to you. We'll get it to you soon. John Pellegrino, man, he's been an accountant for 12 years now, owns his own firm in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Folks, just so you know, if you're in the Bowling Green, Kentucky area, we have a lot of people that live an hour away that go down there to use him for his tax services, folks. He's second to none. He can make sure that you don't miss out on any deductions that you deserve. He'll make sure it's done right, clean. This way you can turn it in feeling confident that your tax returns are done right and you're getting every dollar that you deserve. So give him a call. He's the man. I've known the guy since we were youngins and always been a stand-up person, folks. So make sure you give him a holler. He's worth it. John Pellegrino. Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Car Guy Coffee approved.
That's right.
Get you some.
Let's brew.
Bing bong.
But yeah, man, no, it's been fun. We had a good week. We had a couple interviews this week. So we have another show coming on the week after that. We'll talk about that later. But all in all, Lou and I we're doing some stuff that's pretty cool. I think that we're actually getting ready to take it to a new level soon. So be looking out for that. We're probably getting ready to be like, a new, like it's like getting a new battery put into like that toy that was still running. You thought it was running good, but you put that new battery in, and goes, oh dang, that thing was running slow. That's what's getting ready to happen. We're about to go crazy. We're excited about that, man. We're working hard. Dealerships are doing well. The weather here's been pretty nice. It's been cool and mild, man. I can't complain. It's going to rain a lot here soon, I think.
It's raining right now.
It did.
It's raining right now.
Rain. It's good, man. I don't mind it for me.
Rain is a sign of blessing. So we will take the rain right now. The ground needs it. The ground's looking for it. And guess what it's doing? It's raining right now on us. The opportunity to grow always has to have a season of rain. If you don't get to irrigate, you're not going to get the chance to actually grow. You know,
I mean, that's one of the most, the one thing that anything that's living pretty much, I believe in, if I'm not mistaken, we're all water based. We all have water in us, right? Like there's some kind of thing that's living. That's
99%
of our body is water, right?
I believe it's just about all agua of some sort.
Yeah. So without water, I don't think anything lives. Yeah. So, water is amazing. Be water, my folks. Be water. That's what Bruce Lee would say.
Water is water.
Because water is very important. Water. Be it. So silly, man. So anyhow, I think that if we were to give you guys a tip tonight, I think a good tip to give you guys tonight would be to understand that even when you think things are going good, you always have to still be looking out and making sure that you're doing the right things all the time, looking for new ways to make it better, because eventually those things that you're doing good are going to be outdated. So always look to be creative and always look to be better. That's why we talk about keep growing. That's why we talk about, forgiving, focusing and flying. And you got to focus, you get your stuff done, you work hard, you earn things, but you got to understand the world's change is ever changing. Yes. We people are ever changing. Oh, yeah. Technology is ever changing. So embrace everything. Don't ever say, oh man, this is going to be here. Because I'm going to tell you something. What I've noticed in the last 10 years is that things have been changing at faster pace, because it was for a while, a way of doing things was there for a while. Like the way you would do business buying a car was the same way for like 10, 20 years, like the 80s, 90s, mid 90s. And then all of a sudden it changed. Internet started coming around. Then it really changed till about, 5 years ago. Now it's a completely different game. So you have to understand that technology is so fast and quick. The cell phones are now computers. They have information. You can literally get anything you want, purchase stuff to have it delivered. You could pay for stuff. You got cryptocurrency in this world that you can pay for things.
You don't have to do anything.
I mean, there's so many ways. Yeah. So
it's all there.
You have to embrace that. So if I was to give you guys something, it's just that, remember, even if things are great, always look for something that can make it better, or not necessarily better, but understand that what you're doing may need to have an adjustment for something that's changing. Your clientele changes, your the way people are purchasing changes, what they need and why they need those things change. You know what I mean?
And how they want to get those things.
Oh yeah.
The person that wants to actually receive a packet of toilet paper is going through a decision point of whether they want to click a button right there on their phone, or if they want to jump into a vehicle, go to a store and go walk through a line and go through the entire application of hunting down that particular product that could show up right to their doorstep. This is happening on everything, and it's happening inside of cars. And some of you are benefiting from it greatly. I want to hear some victory stories about how you have utilized the technology that has been afforded to you to do some great stuff, because your brothers and sisters are wanting to know how to implement things inside of their business. And it's okay for you to share that. What you'll find is that it'll actually sharpen you up and make you better at what it is that you do. The more that you share, the more that there is for everybody to actually grow together. And if the market grows together, that's great for everybody, So
Facts.
Take advantage of your testimony, make sure that you sow that out there to help people out, because I promise you, it's going to pay you back tenfold if you sow that out there. You know what I mean? Let people know what it is that you're doing that's working. It'll be good for your heart to get that out there. You know what I'm saying?
It really is. Well, you might find that there's people out there that can help you get that to a next level, elevate you. That's crazy. And always be open. Like I was talking, always be open to new ideas, because a lot of times you think everything, everything already, that somebody might even spitball you something that's just like could be the next thing that can really help you get to that next level or whatever you're trying to do. And you just go, no, because you're so stuck on this, right? So you have to remember that new ideas are going to come at you, and every once in a while there's going to be something that really can work well with mix. It doesn't necessarily have to be a completely different idea. Here's your idea, but this gets thrown into your idea. Now you can mix those and meld those together, and you're like,
ooh, that's
oh my goodness. Brew. It's like the first time somebody put peanut butter with jelly.
Oh.
You know what's crazy is you go all the way around the world, and most countries think that peanut butter and jelly is weird. They're like, they don't even sell peanut butter. Like, and if you told them that you would actually put peanut butter, which they think isn't disgusting, and jelly with it together between bread, a lot of countries look at you like, ew.
Oh my gosh.
You're disgusting.
I would be grossing them out.
But how delicious is that, dude? I am a PB man. I might have to eat one before I go down tonight. So that being said,
I'm serious.
But
I mean, it's
one of my jams right there, bro. No pun intended.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I did that.
That was smart.
So, but that, and that's the thing. Smart. So you got to remember that eventually, something's going to come in front of you. And if you don't recognize it, if you don't hear the door knocking of opportunity just sitting there, and you don't know how to take it, you got to be ready to take it and understand that you deserve it. Everybody deserves it. No matter who you are, you deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve the world. You deserve unlimited freedom. You deserve unlimited financial. You could do whatever you want if you really put the time in. It's out there. Just quit limiting yourself in your mind. I know that even I'm working on it, guys. I'm not just talking because I'm saying that because I have to put it into the universe, because I even have to work on those things. I have to work on understanding that all that's out there for me, that there's a chance for every one of us to be everything we've ever wanted to be. So do that, folks. Do that,
folks. Do that, folks. You know the deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know the deal. We are brewing solutions. Do you hear what he's saying to you all? Do you hear?
Did you hear me?
Out there in the universe right now for you guys to pull in and sponge up and utilize for what it is that you're designed to do.
I mean, what does God say about that, Lou?
Okay. Well, listen, what it is that it could all be summed up in is under one understanding: seed, time, and harvest. If you can get that, you'll get it all. You have to sow the seeds. You have to do certain things during time. Inside of time, there is that is a certain process. It goes into the ground. It doesn't produce a fruit right then and there.
No.
Right?
No.
The next day, no.
No. Only in movies, but not in real life.
No. Sometimes that seed isn't producing a fruit for 15 years.
You got the wrong seed that day.
It's I mean, that's how long it takes the average apple tree to yield fruit.
No doubt.
12 to 15 years. Right?
Right.
There's that process of time before it yields something. But the power of the seed is what's the everlasting promise. I mean, the seed, what is the actual scientific thing that happens to a seed when it goes into the ground? It goes in, it dies, and then it comes back to life. It's a miracle happening inside of a small little place, a small little spink of light happens at that spot.
Everything.
And something comes to life.
It's beautiful.
And it takes that long for it to turn into a tree.
Man.
But at no time is it not an apple tree.
No, the whole time it is.
You know what I mean?
Even from when it was a seed.
And the power of the seed, the application of time, and then the harvest is a key part. Sometimes the harvest seems like it's an easy part. No, that's something that you have to have a process for. You know what I mean? You have to have a way of processing what it is that you harvest and doing right with it, being good stewards of it, putting it back out there,
harvesting at the right time,
doing it right,
not too early, not too late.
So that's what time applied properly gives you the access to the right harvest, right? Because sometimes you get like, okay, well, man, I'm ready to collect my harvest.
Why do
it's
I
only
want
been 2
apple
weeks
now?
You know what I mean? It sounds delicious.
But it's true though. I mean,
the power of the seed,
facts.
The application of the time, and in the process for your harvest is what it is that you have to pay attention to in any aspect of life. And what you'll find yourself doing is being able to be fruitful and multiply if you are faithful with those things. And to, just like in any case scenario, we believe if you want to keep growing, you need to forgive, focus, fly.
Forgive, focus, fly.
Keep growing.
Keep going. So, and like he says, what he's talking about, it's so true. And so many people have used What he's talking about and throwing it into a whole bunch of different, whether it's quotes, ways to live, your core values, all that stuff comes into play. So what he's saying is that it's like the saying, you could take a horse to water, but that doesn't mean they're going to drink, right? So they will drink if they're thirsty, if they understand what they're getting, the benefit of it is, right? But you have to feel that way. The thing is that everything that you get, you have to put yourself, whatever you put into your life is what you're going to get back. You put a bunch of crap out there. You're going to
grow it, right? No matter what happens, that's the seed.
Well, just like your seed, you go out and plant. You put a tree out there, and you plant the seed. You water it 50% of the time you're supposed to. So that's 50% chance that stuff's not going to grow. It's just not going to be there. So you're wasting your time, even though you're doing some work. So that 50% of work was a total waste of your time. You just put a little bit more effort. It's there. That's just life is the same way, right? You're out there. So now then you go to harvest. So as you're harvesting a tree, we were talking about a moment ago, getting it early, right on time, or too late, right? So just like in life, making decisions too early or doing things too early can make where it doesn't taste right. Your life it's incorrect. The fruit's not ready, right? Mm-hmm. It makes you have to wait longer anyway, and you already harvested it, right? So you're like, oh my God, I just, whatever. Then you get it at the right time. Everything's good. Everything, it tastes perfect. It's good to go, but you take care. But if you wait too long, sometimes it's harder because the fruit starts to rot. Right? It's not where it's supposed to be. It starts to soften up. It starts to, in a sense, just spoil. So if you don't want that to happen, so you got to make sure you do things and you do things in the right time and you have the right things set up. You have your plan, you have your goals set up, when you're going to do it. But the thing about life, though, that's different, I think, a little bit is that we have plenty of time. So I don't mean you have plenty of time to do a lot of stuff. So even if right now, if you're watching this and you're 50, 60, 70 years old and you're like, man, it's too late for me. No, it's not. It's never too late. Literally within a year.
You have today, which is what we got right now. Yeah. Right. We have today to do what we got.
I have every minute until the day that I'm no longer on this planet to do something. Every minute, every second I could do something. Even my last breath, I could do something. Like, if, God forbid this happens, but I have my child in front of me, like my son, and I'm in my deathbed. I'm old, right? And I'm sitting there, and that last moment, I could do multitude of things. I could say something, or I could just look at him and smile and just tell him I love him. That's doing something in your last moments. That's something that you could leave right at the last second. So there's always something you can do to your last breath. So always do something and always try to find a way to do something. And if you do, I think that you'll find that life will be a lot more fun, more rewarding. And at the end, you'll have a lot less of those things that people always worry about is having regrets. Like, oh, I wish I would have tried this. I wish I would have done this. I think you can overcome not going and traveling the world by doing things like having great memories with your family, making people laugh, helping somebody, having a lot of memories of helping people. Imagine, just doing that, helping somebody, even just opening a door for somebody or, seeing somebody struggling, and you just help them out with whatever situation they're trying to get across the road, their old lady or an old man, even, it doesn't matter, or a young child that's lost and you see that, or you see somebody in a bad situation, they need help, like somebody trying, which is going on in the world a lot is abductions. You see that, don't just ignore it. And I think people ignore that sometimes and they need to watch out for that. Not to get too deep, folks, not to get too deep.
Hit your chest one time, everybody.
Boom. Yeah.
Because no matter what, we're trying to make sure that we penetrate the heart.
Yeah.
And you stay aware. When you're looking at the world through the lens of a heart for humanity, mm-hmm. for people, for the person next to you, you'll find yourself always trying to brew a solution to help them. And I promise you, the best way that you're ever going to succeed is trying to find a way to help other people succeed.
No doubt about it.
Fred is incredibly passionate about it. Trust me, I hear so much of his passion that you don't get to hear, and it inspires me. It keeps me going, keeps me motivated, and I appreciate it. And I know that so many of you guys do too. Make sure that you share it. Make sure that you let other people know, hey, listen to this. This is some mindset medicine that'll help us actually get focused in doing our work and have a good time doing it. You know what I mean? There's not a time we're not having a good time. If we're not having a good time, something's probably wrong. You know what I mean? And we need to find a way to fix that.
You know, my friend even this weekend asked me, he goes, man, I don't know.
Nobody got time for that.
He goes, I see you on the thing all the time, and even when I see you, you're always just like in this upbeat. How do you do that? I said, I don't know, man.
I know how he does it.
Got coffee. So, right. So get you some, let's brew. But, you know, I just tell him it's just, you know, I just find it every day that I can make a decision. I can make a decision to be just to walk through life real sad and upset, or I could just go ahead and have energy and, you know, and just actually, it's not even just when I wake up, it's every minute I make that decision. Every time I step into a room, I make that decision. Every time I sit down and I, you know.
It doesn't mean that we don't sit inside of a room and run our mouth the entire time. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's happening. You know, this is right now, this happens to be a show that we're putting on for you guys to get upshifted and uplifted to go do what it is that you do. But when it's time to turn it on in front of a customer or in front of those that we are leading, we definitely bring our whole heart to it. And it is something that we want to ignite you all to go do as well. You know, brewing these solutions inside of your dealerships are the things that we want to hear victory stories of. That's why we have stuff like the Great News Meeting. That's why we have quick brews to deposit something into you for you to then release something back out that is celebrating the victories that we all do truly enjoy in the car business. Because there's a lot of people that hate, and you know it. You know it. If there's a culture of people that are having fun and sharing great news, hallelujah. You know,
there's people, but what I found doing this show now is that there's a lot of hate, but there's also a lot of people that even from all these different stores that are cool. They're like they want to have that. They want to have that type of camaraderie. You know, camaraderie. So they want to have that with all these different stores. They want to, because they want to talk to other people and see, because you're at your own store. It's like being in your own world. It's like, it's hard to, I'm sure you guys all understand that when you're somewhere and you're just stuck on this, you don't know what the other side of the fence sounds like or what it looks like. So you're always curious about that. So there's a cool way of being able to talk, and then you'll come to find that everywhere you go, the people who are doing well are the ones that are putting in the work. The ones that make their follow-up calls, the ones that, you know, work every lead till they buy or die, that type of situation. You know, the ones that know their processes, the ones that come to work shaved, the ones that come to work with their shirt ironed and their pants clean. You know what I mean? Those people.
Go hit them.
I'm just saying, man. You can. To me, you could wear a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and a pair of tennis shoes and still sell a car, but that shirt needs to be ironed. That shirt needs to be clean. And so do your pants, and so do your shoes. Don't come in there with some scuffed up Bobos. Wear whatever you're wearing, clean them, put them in the wash, man. If you guys need help, talk to your managers.
If people can smell you right now, you know you need to really clean, because everybody's wearing masks.
I'm just saying, like, uniform, wearing what you wear, just wear it clean. If you only have certain things, that's okay. We understand. I started a business. I didn't have too many pennies to rub together either. So I had to be pretty resourceful. So, you know, but I wore and I ironed everything I wore every day. Like my shoes were polished. Like if I got scuffs on my shoes, I polished them. I didn't just sit there and just like hope they look better later. And I literally ironed it, like, yeah. That one freaking wrinkle won't come out, man. I'll come back to that in a minute. Hold on. I'd soak it down, hit it real quick, and then come back to it later and be like,
the water spilled.
Or you accidentally leave the iron down on your shirt, on your favorite one.
Because you're carrying a kid.
Yeah, and you're like hustling, trying to get stuff done.
You're trying to eat your burrito. That's what
I'll tell you, there's some pants that I bought back in the day that were like, I guess they were cheaper, but they look good.
And then the second you put it in, it's like,
oh no, those pants weren't.
That's it.
That's not the right material for this. This is too hot. Y'all, if you've ironed your own stuff, which I hope you have, if you've ironed your own clothes, you know what I'm talking about. I don't care how good you are.
When you iron the jeans, or not the jeans. When you iron the black pants, the black slacks, and you get the glow after it.
You can see that.
Now they're just bright.
Have you ever
seen what I'm saying? Just shiny, glowing, like.
You don't see it, but you don't even notice that because it's inside. You do it in your room. Right. It's not, the light's different. You put them on, you get to work. It's outside. You're like, you even see the iron mark in some spots.
You're like, what just happened? What is all that? You know, you see the that part of the pants all messed up.
If you haven't, that's
like,
how you
what
know.
Happened to my pants?
Been there, done that, man. So we've all done that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the worst. So like, but at least that guy ironed his pants. I would still be like, yeah, that's kind of busted up, but dude, at least you ironed them mugs.
Yeah, like I can't wear these again.
It blows my mind what I see what some people will wear to work, and I'm like, man, dude, and just like, I rock a beard, but what I do is I make it simple. And what's cool about a beard, you just got to shave here down before you go to work, shave here and a little bit here. That takes me like 40 seconds. I jump in the shower, so an extra minute to shave. Now
jump in the shower.
I just say it like that, didn't I?
Jump in the shower.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah. So, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't take that much longer to clean it up. That's it. And
you can
just come to work, man. Because I wouldn't buy a car from somebody that I walked in. I'd be like, oh my God, man, your pants are dirtier than. Dude, with those shoes, did you just cut grass? I'm just saying, man. So, not trying to bust, just trying to tell you that'll help you a lot.
Did you just get done doing yard work? What are you?
Were you running late? Just came in. You were cleaning.
What are you doing? Are you off today? What's going on?
What is it? Payday? You picking up a check? What's going on, buddy?
All right. Well, so how come you didn't pass by the steam room?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's like, man, you can't even walk by an iron, bro.
Yeah.
So anyway,
we need you to go handle that.
We're down to 0 watching. It's okay. We appreciate you. It's been like that on and off.
One back.
We got one again. So we appreciate
everybody. If there's anything that we want to make sure that you do with you this week, it's that it is time for you to rise and grind. Get ready for this next brew where the solutionary of the hour, Mr. Glenn Lundy himself, is starting off your morning with a way to help you be better by depositing what it is that's made him successful and great. He's giving you a behind the scenes access to his heart, man, of knowing what it is that you can get by getting a 5-liner on the Car Guy Coffee podcast. So if you don't know, well, go get you some and find out. We are excited to be brewing solutions. # rise and grind. Forgive, focus, fly. Keep growing all the time. I think I'm out of lines.
Yep. Folks.
Yeah! It is time for you to go do what it is that you do.
Get some rest.
Bon voyage. We are at the end of the cup. I'm on one sip.
I'm done. I done finished mine.
Well, car gals. This is Lou Ramirez, the car guy.
This is Fred Lenartz, the subprime hero.
And we are brewing solutions on the Car Guy Coffee Podcast. Get you some.
Let's brew. Peace out. Yeah, hold on. I got to do that too. forgive, focus, fly, and keep growing. You knowing we keep growing.